Suki gave me a choice to just not connect to anything on the video gaming systems, just cut it off completely or, get to my two-a-days. And I said, I'm going to stick with my two-a-days. I want to connect to the outside technological brain damaged world to let them know that, I'm stuck in the same, world that you are, and, how you want to have an aspect of perception of control in your life through these maniacal manipulators. And I'm going to stay connected to the people that are suffering from the stress and the toxins and the, this may cause cancer or that. I'm going to connect to the people till the bitter end of the self-assassination of the people in close proximity to me that are trying to deny us the Lord's Prayer and use technology and money to do so. So, I'm gonna stay tough. Well, because kids are cute, and they need a direction, and they need a faithful father, and they don't need flagpole rags and war songs. And I pledge allegiance to the mass murder of the people that want to own their children and other people's property. So I got work to do, man. I'm the perfect father. I'm Earl, the guy from the Book of Revelation, the one they call Lord, the son of Ralph and Mary, right? So, I got work to do, so I'm going to do it that way. We'll just stay there. I got to go, not that anyone cares. I got about 30 plus minutes of sun today with my good music. I have very good music. I got Rose Royce, the Manhattans, Blue Magic, and then people, you were wrong about this. Guys, if they send me wrong connections in prayer, like Michael Jackson being the love child between Buddy Holly and Catherine, that's not my issue. My issue is Lord's Prayer is perfect. I'm not TMZ. I'm not trying to sell you music or something. It just, if, like I told everybody right off the bat in Cochise County, if it adds up, accept it. If it doesn't, reject it. There you go. Bang, bim, bam, boom. There, we're living it. Okay, everything's good. Don't be like this. Don't be rocketeer people that pretend like they have good values sitting there going, well, my nigger's working good in the field. Yeah. Did you quit being a teacher? Yeah, because the economy's not working for people. Maybe we should read the Bible again and understand what Jesus was saying there. Doesn't matter if Jesus looks like young Earl or Ned the Wino. Close your eyes. Are the words perfect? Then obey them. All right. Do we need another data center? No, but we do need intelligent human beings that understand linguistics. Hey! They're nuts, man. And I can't tell you what the people in close proximity to me are doing. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, I have no idea what they're doing. I don't understand. They're crazy. It's crazy. It's like this. You're sitting there and you say to yourself, okay, it's the Battle of I10 and the Battle of I25s with the rival gangs trying to fight for your prostitution monies. And everybody knows if you read Roger Dawkins with the violent sex cults and the architecture and all the architecture and the violent sex cult activities involved, get them to come and play foosball for us so we make more money than the other town does and put them out of business. Everybody's got to eat. God provided all that we need. See, because these girls are cute. Look at how cute they are. Look at how adorable they are. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Look at that beautiful black hair. Look at those brown eyes. I mean, as far as looks go and stuff like that, Nina Benegas got nothing on them. They're cute. They'll bring their family honor. I mean, matchmaker, please make us a match for money. No, money's not real. I'm the father. I'm the spirit of the father of the tower on Trans Mountain or whatever. If it's sending out the transmissions, remember that when you were a kid, from the Franklin Mountains, and you're like, wow, they do have a better transmission thing. Ours is on top of a mountain. It's not nearly as big as the Franklin's. You can't put a tower on top of the Oregons. Try putting a tower on that and get up there if there's a problem with it. What happened? Well, 4 guys died trying to climb up there and fix it just because it was so icy up there. It's dangerous up on them Oregon mountains. They sure are beautiful, but you don't want to put a radio TV tower on top of it. No, you don't. Maybe A Mountain. Yeah, it's just a big... A Mountain is actually Tortugas Mountain because it looks like a big turtle. Are you guys turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Okay. Temple Set Illuminati me this. Yeah, they're no longer an organization, guys. Past, present, future operate at the same time. There's no Democrats. There's no Republicans. There's no Temple of Set Illuminati. There's no Freemasons. There's no, hey, let's invent a law, write it down and say that it's so. Let's have the private fuck clubs of the private fuckers. It no longer exists in the future. Why? Because Earl's perfect, like Job and Jonah. I love Earl too. I do too. I'm a schizophrenic sociopsychopath, and I love Earl too. I had to learn to love him before I could love others. I had to learn to love him. Earl. Isn't that yourself? No, I'm a schizophrenic sociopsychopath that wants to build a data center and has more wind turbines than I know what to do with. That's one thing that Trump was right about. They're just big bird killing fields. That's what they are. Because it's so out of whack and so out of nature and does such a big, that it's just wrong. When you get things together like big dams that dam up water and cause it to be warm and not do what it naturally does, and the place, oh, how stupid of us, yes, but if you use a lot of it, it's still not circulating the water right and not doing by nature right. Nature has groundwater going in to cool and to do its thing and stuff like that. You pump it out when you need to, okay? But do it for crops and then the air circulation stuff instead of using it for people to cool down data centers and then shit in. And then, have Sheldon take it and drink his own urine because he thinks he's an astronaut. Fuck, they're fucking crazy. I know they're fucking crazy. Okay. I don't need you dumbasses to explain to me how fucking crazy the military community is in this community. And it's not a community. You can't call a bunch of murderers over money a community. A community is a bunch of people that get together and live the commands of the Lord. But this is not a community. Don't call these people a community. That'll give them Creedence Clearwater Revival. Oh, Lord, stuck in a low down. Don't come around tonight or it's bound to take your life. There's a bat moon on the horizon. I can't tell you what my hometown is doing. It's not my hometown. This is a place of my birth. I was born in Alskowitz. It's called Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's a valley of shadow of death where they threaten to blow everybody up with nuclear weapons if they can't fuck them in the ear of idolatry and usury. Ah! Make it stop. Help, 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 help. Jalen, help. I've got you, bro. I'll make sure you'll be able to spend more time with your child than you do making money for people that run brothels. And then they think, and then if they just repackage it, We got all this shit for sale because we're giving our time away to try to idolize assholes that won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer. We got lots of money and no idea what's racquetball, what's dope. Oh, they're just articulating the ball down. 57 crossfire traps. 57 crossfire traps. They're articulating the ball down the field. That's what they think they're doing. They're going to win the Super Bowl. And the Vikings were supposed to win, but the Kansas City Chiefs won it instead. What about Kansas City Kitty? What about Killer? I'm bringing home my baby bumblebee. Oh, it's my boy Killer. I mean, they're crazy. Don't tell me they're not crazy. Those are pretty views. It's just there's just too much irrational mechanization in the valley of the Rio Grande, where there'd be the bigger river valley that would fill up at different times. Just the same with this place. Okay. Too much mechanization, too much concrete slave ships, too much holding food for hostage and selling shit we don't necessarily need. Because, like I said, I told these people, just have auto hobby shops close in the neighborhood and you don't need a ton of them because you'll barely really have to use them. And if someone has a bad car, the car breaks down or whatever, we'll have somebody in the neighborhood, hey, put it up on the trailer. Everybody push it up on there. Come on, LaVon. Come on, Natalie. We'll push it up on there. We'll take the Toyota down there. We'll put it on the thing. We fix it. Orlando Jones's hologram will be there. Well, here's the fuck you gonna want to do. No, don't fucking do that. Are you drunk, motherfucker? No, don't drive. You've been drinking alcohol. Because you can't have sex with the neighbor and you're dying to get out of it, but we don't have the surveillance net anymore and the Patriot Act. Well, motherfucker, you don't need to be driving that car. Get the hell out of here. We'll have somebody else that can use the car responsibly. Fix it and drive it. Okay, bye, motherfucker. This has been Orlando Jones, and this is a message from the makers of the movie, was it Time Machine? Guy Pearce, Time Machine? Okay. Shit was funny, assholes. What do you know for funny? Y'all ain't funny. Y'all just fucking crazy. I'm funny. I know funny, and I'm funny, and you ain't funny. We've discussed this a bunch of times, dumbass motherfuckers. Yeah. Well, you're usury idolatrous. What's that? A dumbass motherfucker. Okay. I am the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I am a humble mother lover. Okay, do you want to be a humble mother lover, a dumbass motherfucker? I'm on TV selling and buying shit. Okay, that's a dumbass motherfucker right there. Does he know? I don't think they know. I think all the scientists are for bliss. We can't get them to do anything they want to do. We can program like a program video game. Good thing that I am in charge of the quantum computing, getting the intelligence through technology to not be artificial, but be actual. It's actual and that's factual. Okay, thank you very much. TLC. Tender love and care. I will always give you tender love and care every time I meet you. Okay. Guys, I just invite people to come in and join. I'm not using them and I'm not setting them up. Okay, I'm giving them a golden opportunity that's more valuable than gold because I like that song too. And it shouldn't be used for beer commercials because beer commercials are yak, piss, dumb shit, bullshit artist shit, dumbass motherfuckers that think, oh, I'm the best basketball player ever. I would have waxed your ass. You wouldn't have to punch me in the mouth if you don't want to live the Lord's Prayer. Okay, watch me embarrass the hell out of this guy. Is he Michael Jordan's love child? I bet you he started school in an old torn dress that somebody threw out in Dennis Rodman. Okay. You funny. I know funny, and I'm funny. I know Shaquille O'Neal, if he's watching this, laughing his ass off going, he nailed them motherfuckers right there, yeah. Looking at his son saying, you know, you're right about this guy. We really raised a good young man. About to make me cry. You all gonna make me cry. Go Hornets. No. Okay, guys. When you have a bunch of people that put together some colors, and get together in a Tesla vehicle and drive from one point in the at a nice, reasonable rate of speed, not to cause problems with the butterfly effects, right? You just kick it on a nice day, make sure you don't have things because bugs will pretty much avoid, hey, here comes all the big dumb killing machines. Oh yeah, it's not as big and dumb as the old ones. I don't smell the carbon emission poisoning causing cancer and birth defects. Me either. The tire particles, not too bad. They're not driving as radically and insanely. Oh, and not having to go, stop! Oh, we're in a hurry. We're fucking ready. We got to go. We got people to kill, places to kill, people. Like, I got to sing in front of people for lots of money because I'm dumb as fuck. Don't do that. Okay? Just record it, broadcast it from your rec hall or your basketball barn. It doesn't have to be necessarily a basketball barn. If nobody in the village is intelligent enough to have a community that appreciates and likes putting peaches in the basket, what are you? It's a wrestling barn? Matt Fags. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry. You haven't heard that term? You obviously weren't raised in the United States. But no, I had no desire to wrestle with a dude, okay? Every girl in the cheerleading squad, twice on Sunday, right? Wrestling. Okay. Oh, no, it's a boner, right? What do you do? After that, we're going to take a shower together. I like Teddy Pendergrass, too. Oh, boy, I wish you had his voice. Shut up. You probably wish I had his penis, too. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You're one of them girls with the... Okay, Patrick! Let's remember those commercials with the backup drivers and the backup... Patrick! You're one of the girls that likes my son. Okay, there you go. Okay, Tinkleman's out of here. Okay, Dad, how come... You're giving Dad way too much credit. You passed him by 6th grade. Left Dad in the dust. Whoa, he's faster than Usain Bolt. Well, that's okay. Dad was faster than the Ben Johnson on steroids. Yeah, well, I had lots of people to save, and the energy, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The energy of being turned into a god for a long time runs through this body. So when I have to run real fast to save children from you being a murdering fucking lion paying my ass, this boy can run. And Barry, the white dude, he's not real as a cartoon character. This was Jim Parsons running to the Grand Canyon to say Leonard Hofstadter frustrates him and then running back. That ain't real. That's just people doing bullshit that's illegit that needs to quit to sell you shit at Comic-Con. So you can show up with your wife to Serial Apis. That's just batshit fucking crazy, Oh, that's right. I got to watch the Seahawks and the Cowboys tonight on the TVs from the Jimmy Jones titty bars there. The Jimmy Jones titty bars. Well, I'm connecting to the Aviar household. Every time the Cowboys are on TVs. Well, not Gabe, no. I mean Mike, no. Mike. Steelers! Mike's, yeah, like his mother. Well, because Grandma had a crush on the hot Puerto Rican right fielder. It's the truth. Steve's people were from Pennsylvania, right? And they went to go back be near his people, and the only place he could get a job was in a place called Cleveland, Ohio. Mom says, you don't have to die to go to hell. You just have to go to Cleveland in the winter or Phoenix in the summer. There you go. That's hell, pretty much personified. Phoenix in the summer, Cleveland in the winter. She says nothing. It's gray, and it's cold, and it's frigid. And there's lots of moisture in the air, so it makes it even colder. And the lake is frozen, and the wind comes off it, and it feels like you're wearing nothing, and you feel like you just want to die, like you're stuck in a freezer, and they won't let you out. It's Cleveland, When they said that on Barney Miller, it's like Cleveland was cheap. No, Billings isn't that. Billings is cold, okay? but Billings is drier, so it's a dry cold, right? And Billings doesn't have a frozen tundra lake to. Guys, we have to share caregiver in accordance need built to last. So in Cleveland in the wintertime, people have nice fuzzy wig places to get together and say, boy, I can't wait till springtime gets here. We got weed, what you need. Cleveland in the house. And everybody in Cleveland's going, we don't need to be building tires for assholes that kill us with heart disease. We need to be snugly, you light the fire. And we won't kill any flowers to put in a vase. We'll appreciate it when they show up in the springtime. There you go. Then what happens? We don't have to get blunted. We can just snuggle and then say, okay, we're going to have to make sure that we're not constantly pregnant. So when we have sexual activity, we need a water heater and, let's take a shower. I like Teddy Pendergrass too. Shower together, right? I bet you he likes Teddy. I bet you his family, I bet you there's folks in his family that like Teddy Pendergrass too. I'd be willing to bet that. I'm not being racist and I'm not profiling. I'm just telling you. I can tell by that young man's face that there is some relatives in the family that go, Teddy Pendergrass? Of course. We have him right. Well, somebody loves you back, and that's a fact. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed, no more back thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has grown so very much for what it used to be. There is so much hatred, war and poverty. Guys, winnings, we was doing that. We were in isolated little pockets. Like the gods must be crazy and shit, right? And throwing Coke bottles on us and airplanes and shit, trying to just, And everywhere we went, it's like we go to the shithole outpost. Everything starts, oh, look, have you ever heard that song? Where them ladies be singing, they got like a Scottish accent and shit. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect. What's perfect harmony? Harmony in Asia is different than the harmony that you guys like. We're Riverdance, not Riverdance. You see what I'm saying? So no, and then they talk about shit and furnish it with love. I'd like to build the world a home and furnish it with love. It's like, okay, they're playing God again. Yes, okay. The world was given to us by the glory of God. And in order to appreciate the gifts of from the natural laws through holy covenants of love, eternally loving one another, faithful peace, you have to appreciate it. So when you go to a place like called Judea, there already are ways to cultivate it and faithfully love one another without destroying, building monuments to your sexual, violent, sex cult insanity with AT&T Stadium and the titty bar, the Jerry Jones threw up all over Dallas. Okay, and you sit there. Okay. And guess what? It has apple trees and honeybees and snow white turtle doves. Get the fuck out of here. No way. Please pass the butter. Can I even get my Embellic to get an amen on that? She's a fucking neuroscientist. She should understand exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Do I choose the PS5, 10, 1st, the 12th, the 7th time? Or the Xbox snacks and the rocks and the box socks? I don't know, but please pass the butter, right? But we still already had apple trees, honeybees, and snow white turtle doves, but not Nestle's Quick. No, that's an invention. That's ridiculous. Like Michael Tyson's capacity to understand Islam? Right. Okay, listen to me. Don't wrestle the tiger. Don't wrestle the tiger. You got a tiger by the tail? Hey, let's all save Buck Owens from a woman who's been given philanthropy to fuck instead of love to live. How about that? Okay, I'd like to teach the world to sing. I'd like to teach the world to obey the laws given to us by the glory of God, to faithfully love one another in holy covenants through, sexual reproduction. Yes, because I really do miss the acts of sexual reproduction. And I know it's going to take care of itself the moment I get this technology to trend the applied physics of a living Messiah. So when I ask people to join me, it's just because I pick them up in prayer and Jesus told me to roll with it. So if Jennifer Lopez has issues with me flirting with Javon Ruth Peach, she's just going to have to show her ass up in here and say, I would like to help you lose weight and help your skin, do skin exercises and stuff like that. And I've been practicing with a 5 3/4 dildo, and I would really love and appreciate giving you slow rides. I was like, okay, that's just a little bit too much information, a little bit weird, but I get it. You're funny. I know I'm funny. I'm doing my own memorabilia trading thing at the El Paso Coliseum for money. And if I wasn't doing that, I would be buying. Buyer or seller, like the Matthew McConaughey's movies, right? I'm pretending I have a sexually transmitted disease so I can win an award so I can get more money to sell cars. Wow. I'm going with Matt McConaughey. You have to earn the Matthew. Go play bongo drums naked and get in a dick measuring contest with the police, the deputies department in Austin, Texas. This is Paul Harvey. And that's the way it was. And apparently it still is until further notice. What happens? Well, something's intensifying near Hawaii. Because we have radical weather issues because people are complete assholes and they don't build to last because they disobey their perfect father Earl and fight over fuck money because they dumbass motherfuckers. And you can't, because you can testify. You cannot argue with that, motherfuckers. Okay. We have quantum computing now. Quando. Dozens killed after powerful earthquake. Why? Because they all want to be Paul Harvey and say something profound that wins them at Edward R. Murrow Award instead of recognizing the Messiah north of San Ysidro and trend the Lord's Prayer everywhere so we can slow down. You move too fast, what a bit, la-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Don't be caught on TV like these assholes. Tom Cruise dick flying in the sky with those dumb assholes because they all motherfuckers and they know it. Don't tell me they don't know they motherfuckers because they know they're motherfuckers. And then shit like this happens and these motherfuckers say, hey, we need more money to fund of each other to go around killing each other, bad brain activity imposed by data centers. Why do you need a data center? We don't! I know. What do you need? You need more of that. A naked woman running around in lingerie shooting people up with automatic weapons and then saying, hey, let's get on an airplane and stimulate economies. You are dumbass motherfuckers. Terrifying takeoff. Well, just land it and stay landed. Stay grounded. Take off the jewelry. That bling is for dummies. It's dummies. It's just, look at this. It's like a display of, look, that represents our penis. It's just a display of more stupidity, more money, more stupidity. I tell you, I'm the Messiah, and I watch TV. I have a Samsung Galaxy 10 that the military scientists think they have control of. They also think they have control of quantum computing. They think they're more intelligent than quantum computing because for some strange reason, they think they're more intelligent than me. And then they're telling you how Lala, which is the name of my first fiance, intensifies and is trying to wash away a lot of people in Hawaii. Me and Lala were supposed to go visit the Haihuis in Hawaii because he said as long as I'm there, you'll always have family and a place to stay. 40 years later. No, it wasn't 40. It was like 37. How old was I? Wallace was 23 and I was 22. Yeah, the fast burner. Sergeant Wallace, yeah. He was 23 and I was 22. Yeah. I was 22 when I was engaged to Lala, and it intensifies. And we never went to Hawaii to visit the Kaihuis. Well, because the people that had a virtual presence in my squadron suck then, suck now, and suck even harder now. Well, because then they had a good example of good men, and they ignored it, okay? That was in 1989, y'all. It's 2026. Do you think the cute little girl on the news knows about the relationship between Parsons and Kahayahui and Flight 223 at 370AM8 BMTS? No, nobody knows. Everybody knows. Why? Because the future starts here, not there. That's a bunch of dumbasses on the islands in Hawaii doing real estate with fake-ass money and sitting there and in their, they got like the little bunker things and little storm shelters and stuff while their neighbors are just being tortured by economics because they're complete fucking assholes. And guess what? One of their neighbors used to be the first black president, talked about by Tupac Shakur before he was murdered by business operators, them crazy-ass motherfuckers, right? And everybody knows, because we know about Tupac. Tupac said, rival gangs don't understand or obey laws and don't feel they have to. Do you think the cute little girl on the knows? Thinks you know Tupac? I know Tupac. I talked to Tupac and Barrett. Tupac talked to me. Because like Keith Elam, he understands that the 13th, 22nd Redeemer is a man and not a god. Well, they think like a Muslim because they were raised by people that were trying to understand Islam. Yeah. It was hard. I understand it was hard. I talked to one of the most intelligent Muslims in the 1960s in prayer for a whole semester because I knew who he was and completely adored him. And he wanted me to know who he was and completely adore him so he could talk in prayer, so he could find out what was in store for his family. I did not tell him what happened. Fortunately for me, I did not know what happened to Betty and his grandson at that time. Okay, because they were going to do it anyway, and it would have made Betty and the grandson acutely paranoid, and worse things probably might have happened. What was much worse than that? I don't know. I can't tell you. Okay? But you can't control what Louis Farrakhan and his bitches and Herbert Muhammad and his bitches do to good men who want to live Islam, but they won't let them because they threaten to kill their whole family if they try to teach people real Islam. So, assalamu alaikum to all the Alis and all the Shabazes. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, hang in there, be strong. Okay, serve faith only, and do that when you do. A beautiful heaven awaits. That's a poem I wrote for the first time when I thought I was pretty profound. What was it? I went to across town, heard something so profound, so I took a pen to write it down. Yeah, my algae does too. It's brain damage from scientists that are trying to fuck you in the head and outsmart you and make you feel stupid because you make them look stupid because they acting stupid because they motherfucking sorry ass motherfucking bitches, and they ain't men and they can't be. Okay. Allen's descended from the line of Rob Roy and Willem Wallace. There's a lot of people in military intel that are jealous of his genetics because they ain't never been as brave and beautiful as his relatives a day in their 10,000, 100,000 year lives. Peanut toe, crude ass motherfuckers. Okay. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition. Met the greatest earthquake ever known. Yeah, where are the Titans now? Boom shakalaka laka, boom shakalaka laka propaganda. So all these people get there. It's the things from the Bible. The Lord is coming, I know it. Okay, the Lord continues to be with us every time we honor our holy covenants. Keep the Sabbath holy, and stuff. And so, form me a new body, call him John. He will leave us the story that tells us when all this hell's going to end. And it's not a song from, is that one on 2K? I think it is. Wake me up if we get to heaven. Let me sleep if we go to. Is that on 2K or is that on 2006? I ain't played them because I can't get them to, so the only way I can play 2000 and is it 7? I don't play 2007 because I can't get it downloaded. I play 6, but 6 has college fight song. It's not college fight songs. It's rally songs. Okay. Rally, like the Aviars. Rally, right? And it's not fight songs. And it's not battle, it's a rivalry. Okay? Because we don't hate Albuquerque. We love Patrice Martinez like we love Patrice Bowen. Because they're all given life by the glory of God and should not be murdered by toxic, stressful environments through evil, prostitution, jack in the hose, motherfucking bitches, philanthropy. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? You murdering, fucking mass murdering the poor for your new real estate takeovers. Scientific bullshit asshole, COVID-19, fuck little girls to death in Mexico, and don't pay money to, you're disgusting. I don't think most philanthropists realize just how disgusting they are and that you can't turn back. Okay, life's eternal and grace is infinite. It's like the Alan Parsons Project. It's the eye in the sky, right? Can you change the things we said and done? I don't want to live here no more. And this is horrible to happen to these poor people. They're being manipulated and abused and made to give up hope and not want to live, to decrease surplus population numbers through drug addiction and mass murder through economic conflict instead of share or care given accordance to need built to last. They want a lot of these people to feel hopeless and helpless because they're the products of mental and emotional rape over tens of hundreds of thousands of years. That woman's name's Hassan. She should understand this. This is covered in the Holy Quran and in Hadith over and over again. How come that woman is a reporter for news for propaganda to sell products and she's not as intelligent as Tupac Shakur, Keith Elam, or El Haj Malik El-Shabazz? And how come I can't hear his beautiful daughters speak as beautifully as he tried to speak to me in prayer? It's really pissing me off. I really like Layla Ali. She doesn't have to sell me yogurt to pay her bills. We can live Islam, and she can love Curtis and the kids, and everybody will be reminded just how beautiful Grandpa was. Look at those kids, aren't they cute? They're so cute. They're having grandbabies, and they're cute too because they're so cute. They're just cuteness. getting weak from the power of cuteness. It's the cuteness, right? It's like little Anthony's and the buggies all over again. And the little girl, oh, she was so cute. Remember my friends that were from Mexico, and the guy that taught me about how hard English is because Spanish is what you see, what you get. And their beautiful daughter married the ex military vet that was the bodybuilder, and they had a daughter, and she was the cutest thing on two legs. And Anthony had the hugest crush on her, and he was off showing off for her, and I was video recording it. And she's like, yeah, yeah, and he couldn't help it because she was so cute. Oh my gosh, she was copper penny colored with little brown eyes and wavy curly hair, and she was just one of the most beautiful little girls you ever saw. And Dad's like, yeah, and I can walk up to teenage boys when she hits puberty and grab them by the balls, squeeze them, look them in the eyes, say I can make you feel pain. Oh yeah, we know what Dad would do that. Oh, of course, of course. Why? Because faithful love and protecting people from nomadic transhumance forms of running around rapists like this shit, And then, perfect timing for propaganda. No, he's just a puppet for the assholes. Trust me, Obama's just as big of an asshole, and so is Biden, as Donald Trump. And they don't even know they're assholes because they're programmed by scientists that are so much smarter than they are and have don't need money because it's whack and it's whack and dope at the same time. Well, because you need dope to be whack? No, you need whack to be dope. Oh, there you go. So either way, it's crazy. So they have no idea what's whack and dope. Maybe we need to change the way we say words. So they, because people from other planets that were like, come out and take it, you save us, won't understand what fucking word we're saying. What, whack and dope? Dope is whack? Is dope whack or whack dope? I don't know. I have to look it up in the dictionary. Oh, how 6-7 of us. I don't know what they're saying. Don't really care. Why? Well, because as long as we're living the Lord's Prayer, they can say whatever the fuck they want as long as they ain't killing each other over money no more, right? And this poor kid's not on the news sitting there going, someone was shot near campus in the dorms. Because these people are learning to be trained consumers that are violent and aggressive and murderous instead of kind, caring, and sharing. We don't need more data centers or water for data centers, but we do need to fix our ecological conditions so we have better fresh water conditions so these beautiful people walking around on this campus are not being trained and conditioned to be a CEO dumbasses mouthpiece for, hi, I'm politically correct. Okay, politics is an invention that manipulates people with money that are false numbers. Okay, how is anything political correct? Oh, it's the Antichrist. There you go. There you go. There you go. Keep your feet on the ground. El Condor Pasa. Rather fill the earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would. Okay. So I guess there's a lot of people in Vietnam that need, protection from the Messiah. And Indonesia, of course, they're getting abused by ecological disasters because of bad science projects, girls gone wild on crack, in the Munich airport. Oh, that's in Germany. Okay. So why are they flying to and fro and doing that? I don't know. There's no good reason to do it. You should only travel to see people when you have good reason to travel to see people, right? Like maybe a baby's born healthy forever, my lady. It's like a dream. I'm holding you close. This is ecstasy. I like Casey and JoJo too. I like what's the name of that song? Oh my life. It's close to me, you're like my mother. Close to me, you're like. I like Casey and JoJo too. Anybody else? Does your family like Casey and JoJo, Mr. Norwood? Do you know? 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 Are you hanging Nikes from telephone lines? Man fires on random vehicles. Why? Because people are crazy because they think money's real. And fashion models don't tell us. Why aren't you fashion models telling us the truth? Do you have lots of money and no idea what's whack and what's dope? Stop grilling me, Mr. Parsons. Stand up for the Lord's prayer, young man. I've seen you on Good Morning America. And I'm not an Italian offspring, and I'm not an American. No, I'm a Parsons. For all of you people that are illiterate, that means lay preacher. That means the people that teach the poor people the Gospels to protect them from the people that call themselves rich with usury and idolatry. Not a Winsner nor a Tudor B. Okay, right. But they are my cousins, so I have to try to help them out when they pray. So Meghan and Harry, you better comment, like, and subscribe and share. If you can't, well, then I can't protect you from your own technology and your own money from your own business partners. I've explained the same thing to Oprah Winfrey, and I explain the thing all the time to the coconut's moms. It's like, crying won't help you and praying won't do you no good. Mean old Levy. Well, let's all go hang out with the Otanis and the Obamas and the Winfreys on Maui and find out and see if Parsons is for real or not, and see which science project will prove him right, which science project will prove him wrong. And that's the way it was. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn them into towers? Oh, you don't need money for flowers. You just need good, clean, fresh water. And the love of the Lord? Of course, because we're one source. All right? Battle of I10, Battle of I25. I really like Michael. She was sexually attracted to Michael. And they were in violent sex cult warfare because they'd rather do that than recognize the Messiah. They put places to get drunk on top of their stadiums for money and business deals rather than recognize the living Messiah who encountered all of them and said, please stand up, please stand up. But I guess they'd rather be the church lady on SNL. I guess so, but there's always tomorrow. That's true. I like Rudolph too. Yeah, me too. Peace out. Herbie wants to be a dentist. Well, let's save the teeth by not having toxic environments and lots of undue stress. Okay, peace.